Hi, queers. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. My name is Corey and I'm real queer. And today we are continuing on the Vampire Lestat journey. Now, this is I believe episode 5 New York or 5 New York. You always and I was last episode I was like, I'm so glad that we're halfway through and I can't wait to see what the back end of the season looks like. And y'all had told me that there's only a few episodes this season, and I forgot to look. So I'm gonna look right now. The Vampire Lestat, how many episodes there will be, because bitch, we are not I'm not ready for this to be over. Like I'm just like not ready to be over. Okay, so there are okay, deep breath. There are going to be 7 episodes. Okay, I mean, you're right. Season 1 had 7, season 2 had 8. So that makes sense to me. I just hate that. I like what happened to okay, no shade. Um I kind of just feel like there should be more episodes of this. Like whatever happened to TV shows that were like fucking 22 episodes a season, like Supernatural or like like all the OG shows that are on network, they usually are longer. I'm just not a fan of these new shorter seasons. I just especially when shows are really good, like at least stretch it to 12. Like 12 would have been perfect, because oftentimes with shows that have like 22, 24 episodes, like some of those episodes are filler. Like with Supernatural, for example, like a lot of those episodes were filler. Some of the filler was fun, but when you're watching it week to week, kind of felt like y'all wasted a week on this. But I get it. Like it's hard to sort of like stretch that out for, you know, damn near 30 hours. But for episode, sorry, I tangentially, I sorry, I definitely did not mean to go on a rant slash tangent about how short this season is. But okay, so last episode we saw Louis. Oh boy, we saw Louis convince Regina to sort of, I guess, play Claudia. I guess he didn't really convince her. She offered to do it. I don't know if when he was like, I can show you a better life, I don't know if he was sort of implying that he wanted her to pretend to be Claudia for money, or if he was just like, I want to make sure your life is better as a way of projecting, because Claudia's life was so short, right? I guess not that short, but like in the sense of vampire time, very short. We saw Lestat cry for his mommy and her to show up. I think she is going to be the one that's trying to continue to do the great conversion. Like, I'd be interested to know why the great conversion hadn't happened sooner, because they were talking about it like way back in the day. I'm interested to know like where she was and like why, because was she around when Lestat was with Louis? Like, where was she during that time? Like, because I don't think Louis knew that the vampire Gabriella existed, or that she was his mom. Like, I just don't think Louis knew about her at all. I kind of feel like he kept that from Louis. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. But I guess we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But I think it's safe to assume that Louis didn't know about Gabriella, because I kind of feel like Louis would have been like, "What the fuck?" Like most vampires are, by the way. Because I get the sense from Lestat talking that a lot of the vampires who know about Gabriella and their relationship are like, okay. Um, but they do have a really fucked relationship. Um, which it's still incest to me, but it's it is still interesting to watch how they depict that and what their explanation for that dynamic. That's interesting. And Rice is really good at sort of exploring sensitive themes through vampirism, and sort of like, what does the dark gift slash immortality, what does that do to very human situations? That's very interesting. It's still incest, and I think it's okay to say that it's incest, because it is. I'm like, a lot of people are very defensive over the incest, which is like, I don't know why that would be something that anybody would ever want to defend, but that's just me. Everybody don't got to agree with me. That's just life. But yeah, I really, bitch, if they, that's another thing I was thinking about last time, bitch. If they fuck with Daniel, I literally, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like anyway, I just, yeah, I cannot lose Daniel. Obviously, if I do, like, obviously if it happens, it'll happen. Like I can't control that, but I would be actually devastated, absolutely devastated, love, if Daniel was up out of here. That would be so crazy. It's interesting too. I wanted to say this too because because I watched, obviously I watched the first time with you all, then I watch it when I'm editing it for Patreon, and then I watch it again when I'm editing it for YouTube, and then I like to watch a few different reactors react to it, because I feel like in the reaction space on YouTube, no shade, like this is no shade, like people can do what they want, but like I just feel like with some reactions, people are not engaging deeply with the content as it pertains to, like, because I react to all the gay stuff. Y'all know I only like the queer stuff. And I am reacting to some more stuff that's coming up, and y'all gonna be really excited to see what that is. But like, anyway, so the reactors that I react to who watch this stuff are paying attention, they're taking notes like me, which I love. So, and let me know if you want me to like name drop a few of them, because I feel like they're bigger channels, and I feel like they are the reason I keep up with my channel, because I'm like, oh right, there can be smart discourse, there can be media literacy, you know what I mean? That just makes me happy, because I don't feel like we're watching movies. I don't want to say right, because it's not, I mean, what is right, right? We're not watching movies with the same reverence or curiosity, or I don't know. I think we watch movies looking for things to be wrong and looking for things to hate. TV too now. And I gravitate, I mean, obviously, as I talk about my video essays on the channel, I gravitate toward content that sort of focuses on things that I like rather than the things that I hated. Because the things that I hated more and more as because I work in the industry, most of the things that the audience hate are changes that the studio makes. Like, because they think it'll appeal to X, Y, and Z. It's a lot of tampering being done. A lot of movies that famously flop are because studios intervene and sort of get in the middle of creatives doing what they're doing. Anyway, I'm just yapping. I'm excited to get into this episode. I'm not excited that the show is almost over. Um, oh, I hate that it's like, I hate that there's so few episodes, but I've been enjoying the ride so far. Questions have been answered, but then more questions are posed, which I love, because it's like active viewing, right? It keeps you engaged. And Interview with the Vampire specifically does this thing with each season, by the way, does this thing to where, like, because it's unreliable narrator as a trope, right? Like, you're watching things fold out and you're like, okay, cool, they're saying that this is true, they're saying that this is true, and then they're saying that that is true, and then at the end there's always a reveal, the truth always comes out, much like real life. So then you kind of go, wait, what? And then you rewatch and you start picking up it's the actors have to be the actors that they cast, and I'll say what I mean by that. To sort of, okay, and this is the last thing I'll say before I get into the episode, because I've been yapping for like almost 10 minutes now. But when you, as an actor, get cast in a show, a movie that sort of has like a twist at the end or a big reveal, you sort of, as a performer, have to go through the entire script and kind of go, okay, cool, this moment is going to be an indication of the like twist at the end. So what sort of things do I build into here? Is it the way that I say a word? Is it like a look? Is it like sort of like, what can I build back here that when everything's revealed, you can go back and go, oh, right here he was doing it. Like, it's as an actor, you need, if you're an actor worth your salt, you can do it. But I think there's something specific to Shakespearean actors and theater actors, right? Like, I think there's just something in the water with them, and they're usually British, right? Because the classic British repertoire is in London. I think the big school out there is called like Central Royal London Academy or something. One of my close friends went for college out there, and she was in school the same time as I believe Disney or Daisy Ridley from Star Wars. They were in the same class, so like that school churned out hella actors, and it was all um, Shakespearean focused. But so, also, I got a comment that I'm pronouncing Delaney's name wrong. It's actually Delaney Hales. So sorry. um, I think. Let me actually. By the way, ooh. By the way, let me just double check. Let me just double check. Let me fact check. Hold on. Delaney Hales. Delaney Hales. She's gorgeous. Oh, she's 27. She's such a youngie. She's so cute. Yeah. And then because what was the girl, Bailey Bass? She said, "Let me get that Avatar money," which, despite how everybody feels about that and her leaving the show, get that bag, sis, because they about to make Avatar 15 next year. So I get that money, diva. And that's if she's in all of them. I've never seen any of the Avatar movies, nor do I'm not interested. But if she's in like all of them, great. Get your money, diva. Love that. Love that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop yapping. Sorry, y'all on Patreon. I know y'all over here be like, damn, get to the episode. Okay, so this is episode 5, New York. Let's watch.
You are listening to The Failures, album 41.
Album 41, Jesus. Okay, so they're in the studio. Cute.
What exactly are we going for here on take 17?
We are going for again.
I like knew he was gonna be a maniac.
Sofia Gabriela de Leonkodovich took over for Christine and
Whoa.
whittled down my entourage to the essentials, which was her and the vampire Sam Barkley.
Sam.
Nice. And that's take 1.
Fabulous. Moving on. So,
This is like me with my bed.
that's right. I'm finally going to talk about the Queen.
Work. Okay, we're gonna get some Akasha.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Calm down.
A drum sounds like a drum.
That's because it's a drum.
It has to sound like death approaching. A mewing babe extracted from a mother's womb.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We are making an album about my life, which has been a 3-century train wreck.
Diva.
Are my heart.
What's my guitar?
Yes, please interrupt my flow, Larry. Sam, let's jump to something else. TC's not ready.
I'm fine.
Can I hear when I call out your name? Vocal 12.
Copy that.
I guess it's interesting too because like for them to perform like that, they would have to like sort of understand him, and they can't because he's not really telling them much about his life or who he is. I'm just like not ready for any more trauma, y'all. I can't.
Where am I?
Thank you for pulling me from the earth. Thank you for saving me from starvation. Thank
Oh yeah, that's the fucking vampire.
I am Marios de Romanos. I am the keeper. And now you are the keeper.
Armand said that you were destroyed.
Rotten boy.
Whoa.
If he likes music, come. They are the mother and father to all of us.
Whoa.
Akasha.
It's alive.
Very alive.
That's crazy. Wow.
Bring me Lestat, son of monks. She chose you.
Whoa.
She likes music. She loves music. Keep your hunts short. Use the ashes to keep her thriving. And no blood. For blood overwhelms.
This is crazy, y'all.
We are all connected through her. And if she burns, we all burn. And you are her keeper.
Okay.
It will take time, Lestat. To me, not a word for 22 years when I first took the job.
Wow. He's like, bye.
I missed you, brother.
I missed you too.
No, Louis, no.
I wish we could stay longer, but you know, Claudia. And then
Okay, like he doesn't want the horniness, y'all. Yeah, Louis, come on, dude.
Where the fuck are you, Dad? 52 years? That was my gag reflex.
Wow.
I'm in love with you. Prove it.
What is Armand doing?
Love between vampires can be one thing, or it can be countless things.
I will never
Like
love...
Lestat and Sophia. Lestat lays with his mother.
Make more. The music is a call to action, it seems.
What does it mean, make more? Like, make more what?
I don't recall. Sounded cool. I found this. The merchant called it a scoop. 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 If you were the first, then who made you? Is my evil sanctioned by nature? Or divine error?
Whoa, whoa.
Again, same place.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Whoa, he's going crazy.
you're not gonna die because you're already dead. It's a great idea. It's a good idea.
Are we ready?
Are we ready? Are
Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Again! Moving on.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Looking like a pepperoni pizza.
What's it like with Lemuel?
I hate this.
He doesn't count time like it's a badge. I go nice, I don't know where he is, but I like it that way.
Yeah. Taking it slow.
You know this is not right, dude.
All right, you two. Don't make me call the police. I'm gonna pretend this never...
Do it to me.
Nah,
Do
let's
it.
just get out of here. No.
Come on, make me a stone.
Whoa. Yeah, this is this is too much. Dude.
Did you?
Let's just get out of here. I can't hold him for too long.
I feel like something bad's gonna happen to Regina, y'all.
Voice.
Perhaps if you finished the goddamn symphony, it might have brought the choir in the final movement.
No blood, no blood, no blood. Blood overwhelms.
Huh.
Something's moving, something's moving. Oh, wait. Y'all, what the fuck?
Again, same place?
I miss PD, he's a whore. Shut up.
I suck. Everyone sucks.
Is he drinking?
Is this messing you up? I can stop. I can totally stop. Put your mitts on. One take, and then rest.
He's been influenced by Armand. Armand loved rest.
As if she had lived, was alive.
Oh no.
And I know it's not real, but is it? Is it her? Come back to me? Can you go in there and tell me if it's her?
I was shot in the streets and you didn't call.
I knew you were gonna bring it up. Don't have an answer for it.
I'm in the middle of recording my fucking...
He dropped everything to come help him.
You.
He's gagged. He's not about to get you too. I hate it. I hate it. It's like they both watched Claudia burn to death. And now this doppelganger is like alive and at the same age that Claudia would have been if she like had time to grow up. That's really crazy.
We're gonna be a family. How cool that is. I just wait for the bell to ring or the blower to buzz. I'm hurting Louis.
Jesus.
I look just like her, don't I?
And she had a heart murmur, you don't.
But I look like her.
It's not her. It's not anything like her. Don't see this person again. And next time someone tries to murder me, pick up the phone.
He still cares about Louis and wants Louis to care about him. Man, this guy just can't catch a break. Jesus. It's interesting seeing him through his eyes, through his POV, because he's just as broken as all the other vampires, if not more. It's very interesting to watch.
The day you were born, I was shaking like a leaf on an old oak tree.
What? Don't do this. Don't do this.
And you're just gonna re-record
The entire album.
They can do it, but I can't.
You need to be a vampire to hear it, TC. You need the blood, but let me tell you something about this blood.
What?
Opening in her arms that are wide, that
Whoa.
in the old laws, this was arranged. All this was arranged, and you was a man. I'm not sure Mel did not do this.
That was crazy.
I am the voice, I am the soul, I am the light, and I can answer. I am the answer.
Yo, what the fuck? Up.
Gene, the album.
Make more.
Wow.
Actually, I'm not in the band anymore. I'm just like fucking tired.
You do look tired.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
Terrible go.
Up. See.
She's right. You do look tired. You should probably get some rest.
You see what I mean?
Miss Jackson.
And I told y'all our mom was on some bullshit. I fucking told y'all. I told y'all. Okay. So that was episode 5, New York. A couple things there. I have a few notes here I want to get through really quickly. So get ready for the yap session, child, because we got to get into it. Let me go ahead and hydrate first. I think it's so funny how you can see my laundry in the back. I will fold it after I'm done recording. I'm one of those people that like when laundry's out the dryer, I'm like, let's get it put away because I can't look at it. Because it makes me feel like love water. It makes me feel like dirty and messy. Okay. So, episode 5, New York. Oh boy. Episode 5, New York, which was clearly Canada. Okay, so I like the idea that Akasha, and mind you, I've not read any of the books. I'm going to wait for the show to be fully done. Knock wood, we get a full, complete show. And then I'm going to go back and read the books. My friend Claire is reading the books currently. She's reading the Vampire Lestat, like literally as we speak. So she's not seen the show yet, which I wouldn't want to do it that way. I'm not going to do that with Heated Rivalry either. I'm just honestly going to just wait till the show's done. But because she's reading the book, she's not able to watch the show. And therefore I can't even talk to her about it because she's like, I want to read the book just in case, spoilers. And I was like, okay, girl, okay. But all that to say, not read the books. So I like if this connects to something that's in the books for sure, like if I'm asking a question that's answered in the books, please don't tell me. I don't want to know. So I like the idea that Akasha is essentially like the vampire mitochondrial Eve. Like she's from where all vampire life started. Cunty that she's a Black woman, by the way. Love that sort of parallel. Love that. And then, okay, was Marius essentially saying that if Akasha dies, all vampires die? Like, is that what we are to understand? And where the hell is she at? Because we know that she's awake, right? He gave her a little bit of the blood. She got stronger, drank from him. And I'm wondering, like, if she's that whole thing at the end where she's going crazy. I'm wondering if she's just hearing, feeling, seeing all of her vampire children, and she's just like, it's just so much going on. I'm wondering what that is. Akasha's iconic. I love that when we get scenes with her. I know that actress gonna act her motherfucking ass off. She already, girl. Okay. With the album, Lestat is not happy with it because he's haunted by the phantoms of his past. And I think what's interesting is seeing the change from anger, processing stuff from the past, and sort of diss tracks, but then sort of seeing Regina and how much she looks like Claudia, it brought all that up for her. So for him, so now it's almost a little bit of vulnerability, a little bit of like truth and depth in the music now. Not to say that there wasn't before, but what was first anger and aggression and sort of vitriol, now it seems to be more sort of sincere and more of a sort of like actual confrontation and an actual love letter to the vampires of Vampire's past for him. It's a very interesting thing to see. Let's talk about Louis. Child, Louis is losing it. I have it here literally. I don't know if it'll focus so you can see it. Louis is losing it. Because he's obviously going crazy. Okay. I like the whole thing of Louis texting Lestat and being like, I need you, please. And Lestat being like, okay, like that's the relationship that they have. And we saw sort of like the building blocks of that being the case at the end of season 2, right? He goes to Lestat in their New Orleans flat, and they sort of make up, and they seem to be growing as people, or at least past their toxic, abusive relationship and the death of their daughter. And obviously the publishing of the book sort of put a wrench in that, but they still deeply care for each other, which I find to be very, very sweet. And what was interesting in that diner was just the back and forth of like Virginia being like, I got all the power because I look like your dead daughter. And he's sort of trying to intimidate her, but you can just see there's tinges of cracks in that like mask and the facade of like, you look so much like her, but you're not her. But like I can see how Louis is going crazy. Louis gonna keep probably talking to her because he's a glutton for punishment, so he ain't gonna go nowhere. Sorry, I'm just crossing all this off. Okay. Okay, I already said that. Okay, and then with Lestat too, I'm thinking now back in the studio where his mom's like, oh, I need you. And he's like, oh, you need me now. Got it. There's a shift in the power dynamic. And I think he still sees her as mommy, which is interesting. And then I don't think she sees him as her son. I don't even think she cares about that time in her life. I'm talking about the vampire Gabriella. I don't think she really, like, she's like, you picked up all them damn sticks, and I had to be like, oh, cool stick. Ooh, excuse me. Like, she don't care. Like, she don't care. She ain't never cared. She ain't never gave a fuck. Which I think is funny, by the way. And then, okay, so let's talk about, and then also, like, with Lestat becoming the keeper, he almost found like another mother figure, because he learned, or, you know, obviously gained the intense love for music because she liked music, so he had to be of service to her. And of course, because he wanted her to be alive, he fed her the blood, and then she was like, come here, bitch, drunk from him, and was fully up. And then Marius came back, was like, with a suitcase and like, you know when white people go to the Jamaica and they get them little beads and the braids, he came back with them braids, like, what what's going on, what's tea? And then I love how the episodes always close sort of with a song that encapsulates the journey that we watched in the episode and the uncovered trauma. And I love that. The music is also being used as sort of narrative device. Really love that. Have been a fan since the first episode of the season. Let's talk about Armand. Is he lying? Is that motherfucker lying? Because I don't think he's lying about the vampire bond or being the one sort of stopping time, or maybe he is. You just never really know. Like, you just never really know with Armand, because he calculated. He's calculated. So being in love with Daniel is kind of like, can we believe you? Or was this just like a long game because Armand knew that you were connected to Louis in a way that he could keep you around to be you? Like, what's your game? Talking to the alcoholic brother and sort of getting him to come back, and then he's like not sober anymore. They met in AA. And then at the end, him talking to the guitarist brother, these names, I'm sorry, whatever. But these names, and then sort of being like, okay, time to go. Having him jump on it. What is Armand's game? Like, I don't think he's concerned with the great conversion. I don't think he cares about that, because he would have just turned the brother instead of killing him. So I'm interested to see what his plan is, because everybody has their own motives that run parallel to obviously the main character and what they're doing in this show. So it's always interesting to see. And Armand always he gonna always do a little quick M. Night Shyamalan, 1-2 twist. Like, that's his vibe. So you can't trust nothing that motherfucker say ever, and I don't. And I understand it's all from trauma, and like, I don't hate him too much. It's interesting to watch these characters. And I would just say also, like, if ever I say, oh, I hate that bitch, I don't. I hate the character. The writers are doing their jobs, making that person unlikable. I live in reality. I think that's gonna be all for me. You know what's so funny? Whenever I edit these, especially when I edit them for YouTube, and I'm like sort of watching it more closely to make sure that my cuts make sense and it's not just a jumble of scenes, I like notice more things. What I might start doing too is, I mean, really late in the game, but I might start, like, the things that I catch, I might just mention them at the top of the next episode. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this on YouTube, full, early, unedited, uncut reactions are available on the Patreon, link below, so consider joining today. Let me know also, you guys, if you guys want a character ranking of season 3 characters after this season's done, because I would love to do that and talk about their journey. And I don't know, maybe I'll make that a Patreon exclusive. I'm not decided yet. I don't know. But whenever I decide, whatever I decide, you guys will be aware and privy to it. So consider joining the Patreon for updates. And yeah, I think that's all I want to say about this episode, because I want to get it edited and up and out to you all. And then I have some other stuff I want to film too, because now I have some free time to batch record reactions. But that's gonna be all for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know if I missed anything. As always, thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.